Um, okay, wait, starting concepts back over now that I know that I'm being recorded. Okay, so you're making it really difficult. Okay, so as much as psychedelics may come in line when somebody isn't caught up in like the whirlwind of addiction, right? It can also be, it could be like the perpetuator of things getting worse. Like you scramble yourself, you're already scrambled, you're not coming into any type of like solid ground. It's just scrambling more, you know, which isn't the drug's fault. It's the effect that it has,
on those
on the
neural
person at that
substrate
time.
well, whatever is a representation of yourself of you doing like certain things, all your habits and things, I guess they can get potentiated.
Yeah, so whatever you had established at that time, like if I'm really like full of addiction and like doing all sorts of crazy stuff because I have this like lacking spiritually in my life that I'm trying to fill with some sort of substance or experience of ecstasy, you know, then I could scramble myself even more by taking a compound that scrambles and, you know, basically sort of says, okay, whatever's going on in your mind, amplify it into the whole world right now. Okay, go for it. Well, at the same time, being put in a situation while swept up in the midst of addiction, which is something that I've had personal experience with, that at the same time as it was the catalyst by which I made the restructuring decisions of my life that led to a destructive and consumptive use of drugs and alcohol for a period of time, it was also the catalyst by which I became distinctly aware of those patterns, the source of those patterns, where to break those patterns, and what I actually would prefer to be as a person and a being in my life from a core sense of like at the core, what's at the core? Like a core sense of like I'm really doing something with my life. Yeah. You know, so as much as it could be something that makes people worse, it could be the thing that like the spoke in the wheel of a destructive cycle. Like, you know, like it stops alcoholism in one session. You know, like Iboga, you know, you give Iboga to somebody like that's going through heroin withdrawal, but in 5 hours.
But apparently it's also like, it also gets rid of physical addiction.
It gets rid of physical addiction.
But it seems like on a chemical level it's actually resetting the receptors, but at the same time people have an experience that they actually face their addiction and they, you know.
I think that the experience of facing the addiction, as we're talking about Iboga now, the experience of facing the addiction is a part of the process of the physical restructuring that's happening when you take the compound.
I can totally see that too.
So it's not like you could be like, oh yeah, no, it's not about the like. Well, sometimes
you don't know what the cause of effect is.
Yeah, you don't know what the cause is exactly, or what the effect is. So essentially, it's like one holistic experience of like you are addicted to heroin, your whole life is garbage. You take Iboga within 3 to 5 hours, no more physical signs of addiction, no more physical signs of withdrawal, and at the end of your 30 hours of like semi-dreamy like Iboga state trip journey, you come out understanding why you took heroin, understanding why you don't want to take heroin, understanding how you're not going to take heroin, and understanding how to like go about your life as if you had no addiction whatsoever. And yet, P.S., that's illegal stuff that we're talking about. No medical value according to the United States Schedule 1, no medical value.
Except in Canada they use it.
Yes, in Canada they do use it. In the United States, I made specifically.
I know.
Canada is a bit more progressive. I like that.